Hey, sweetheart. How is your day going so far? Did you hear back from your boss yet about where your assigned new school will be? You said they would let you know by today, right?
Hey, love. I was just about to text you, too. I got assigned the literal farthest school from home. I googled it and mapped it out. It takes 2.5 hours to commute there and back. I am already having an anxiety attack just thinking about having to spend rush hours stuck in traffic every day. I really wanted Shallow Waters High.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I heard they purposefully don't let you go to the schools you want. Some dumb conflict of interest issue or something. I wish I could commute with you to keep you company.
I know. I wish you could too. But oh well, it's not like I can just tell them no or anything. I have to start in 3 weeks. It'll be long and annoying, but it'll be fine. Everyone does it, right? This is what you get for living in the city.
You will get used to it in no time. Maybe listen to an audiobook or two. We should go out to eat tonight and celebrate the new chapter of your career. How does steak sound? You love steak.
Oh, that does sound wonderful. Yes, I'm feeling more like spaghetti or some sort of pasta. Were you married to steak?
Not at all. Pasta is perfect. Whatever you want. We are celebrating you.
Woot! Okay, I am headed to a bookstore now. I'll see you downtown afterwards.
Sounds good. I'll see you at our usual spot by the bell tower. Mwah! How's your first day on the job going? Have you had a full class yet?
Hey! Oh man. There are way more boys at this so-called co-op school than there are girls. It was such a contrast that I noticed right away. It's nothing like that one school I did my residency at. But the students all seem real nice. Maybe because they are all AP students? I could feel their eagerness during my algebra lesson. A palpable thirst for knowledge, if you will.
That's great. Who cares what they are like in other classes? They love you, and that's all I need to hear. And of course, why wouldn't they love you? You're great.
Well, I would like to think that they are all just good students, regardless of the subject. There is one thing I noticed today, though, that might start to bother me. If they had PE or something outdoors right before my class, they are all sweaty and tired and out of breath by the time they come to my class. They can't seem to concentrate.
I remember being like that in high school, too. It was impossible to settle down after a good, strenuous game of dodgeball. Some things never change, huh?
I guess not. I do appreciate these little things to reminisce about that come with being a teacher. Makes me smile.
Are you done for the day, then? Do you have more classes?
Yes, I am done teaching for the day. I have a staff meeting at 5:30, so I'm thinking I might be able to get out of here by 6. Hopefully. I can't wait to tell you all about today.
Perfect. Let me know when you're leaving the school. I got off early today, so I can make some food for us while I wait for you.
I love you. That would be so amazing. Especially because I won't have to cook. All right, I will text you when I get out.
Hello, Christopher dear. How are you? I was wondering if you had gotten the package I sent yet. Oh, hey, Mrs. Charleston. I'm doing all right. I'm sorry, what package? I haven't gotten anything delivered recently. Not that I know of, anyway. You haven't? All that extra for priority mailing for nothing! I hope they are just delayed and not lost along the way. I have a good friend who is a nutritionist, and she let me get in on a bulk haul for some premium vitamins from Europe or something. So I sent you some. I know how you get with allergies come springtime and pollen starts flying everywhere. She said these particular vitamins are very good for those kinds of things. Wow, thank you so much, Mrs. Charleston. You are the best mother-in-law. I really appreciate you thinking of me. I should be the one sending you vitamins. Nonsense. The king of the castle should always be in tip-top shape. Every time I talk on the phone with Hope, I could hear you coughing and sniffling in the background. You poor thing. It breaks my heart. Once you get them delivered, pop one with your meal every day. It should do you some much-needed good. You are my baby, too. I need to make sure you're healthy. Ah, that is so sweet. Hey, Mom. can you buy me a car? There's this brand spanking new model of Tesla I heard was coming out. I'm just joking. You are the greatest mother-in-law a guy could ask for. Truly.
I hope so. You mean a lot to me. You know that? You and Hope are equally precious to me like my own children.
We love you. How are you and Mr. Charleston? Everything going well for you?
Of course. We are old, but we are doing just fine. How is Hope liking her new school? Has she told you much about it? She never tells me anything anymore. You wouldn't know it now, but she used to tell me everything in such luscious detail about everything that happens at school. I miss that chatterbox. I'm lucky she told me about this new school this time.
She's getting used to it. There's the commute, which takes a lot longer compared to when she was interning. I think she's stressed out by how much time is wasted in traffic. Time that she could be spending planning for her lessons and whatnot. She also mentioned this new school has significantly more boys than girls. But she says they all seem docile because they are college-level students. All in all, she says it's a job, not a lifestyle. She tells herself it could be worse. Such a positive soul, that Hope.
That makes me relieved. She has always wanted to be a teacher, ever since she was a little girl. I am proud of her for setting out to reach her dream, but I also worry because she is so thin these days. Please take very good care of her, Christopher. You are all she has there.
Absolutely. She is my everything. She comes first. You know that, Mrs. Charleston. Don't you worry about Hope. You can count on me.
I know. Thank you. Don't forget to take those vitamins when they get there. I hear they do wonders. And maybe you will be telling some wonderful news by the time our next phone conversation is due.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I have to get back to work now. Take care, Mrs. Charleston. I will let Hope know you messaged. And thank you for the vitamins. I'll start taking them as soon as I receive them. Hey, sweetheart. Where are you? I just woke up and you're not home. It's Saturday. Did I forget something we were supposed to go do together today?
Oh my God, Chris. I've told you this so many times. I knew you wouldn't remember. I told you I have to start teaching some extra classes on Saturdays.
Did you? Sorry, it must have slipped my mind. I've been pretty distracted this week with work. Sleeping in today was so refreshing. Sorry you have to work today, love.
I can't believe you forgot. I must have told you every day at dinner last week. Should we get you checked out for dementia or something? I read somewhere that dementia is not only for the elderly anymore. Now we live in the digital age, and it accelerates the progress and frequency of diagnosed dementia.
That is a bit of an overreaction, babe. I wouldn't go that far. I was just preoccupied. I'm sorry I forgot.
I'm genuinely concerned about your forgetfulness sometimes. It happens too often. It might be something serious.
Ah, well. So, do you have a full day today, or is it just morning classes?
I just have the morning classes today, but I have plans to go get lunch with some of the other teachers I made friends with. Maybe dinner too, depending on how the day goes.
Oh, really? I wish I had known.
You did! Since you don't think you have dementia, you clearly chose to forget it. Also, I didn't think I needed to report to you my every plan. You're not my guardian, and I am a grown woman holding down a full-time job. I would appreciate it if you would let me spend my Saturday how I want.
Whoa. I wasn't upset because you didn't plan on staying home with me or anything. As a matter of fact, I am not upset at all to begin with. I was just wondering, Hope. Are you guys going for drinks too? To a bar? Clubbing?
I don't know. I was just gonna go with the flow. I think this will do me some good. To have fun. I don't need you hovering over me like a helicopter parent.
Babe, what is the matter with you these days? Have I done something to you? Have I done something to make you angry? If I did, then please tell me, because I have no idea what's going on. You've been so on edge the past week or so, twisting my words and getting offended at everything I say.
Stop asking me that! I have told you, no! There is nothing you did! Be a man and let it go! If I am irritated right this moment, it's because I am annoyed at your forgetfulness. What is the matter with you these days then, huh? After everything I say, you ask if I'm mad or if you've done something to upset me? People are gonna think you're totally whipped. How is that going to look at work? Stop asking me that.
All right, fine. I'm sorry. Be safe, have fun, and I'll see you when you get home. Hi, Mrs. Charleston. Can I pick your brain for a sec? Christopher, darling! I'm a bit indisposed at the moment, to be honest. Could this wait? Well, it concerns Hope. I can't think of anyone else to talk to but you. This has something to do with Hope? What is it? Is she hurt? No, she's fine. Physically, she's fine. But emotionally, she has been very irritable and sensitive to the smallest things. Especially things about me. What I say, what I do. It looks and feels like she is mad at me. So I have asked her if I had done something, or something to upset her in some way. Every time, she says no. But I know her. Perhaps not as well as you do, Mrs. Charleston, but pretty damn close. She is never home either. She goes out with her new coworkers almost every other night. And when she is home, all she does is sleep. I want to fix this for her. If I only knew how. Sometimes when I ask her, she accuses me of not being a man and not being able to let things go. Has she mentioned or said anything to you? Me? She doesn't even call me to chat, let alone to tell me her struggles. I can't recall the last time she and I spoke on the phone. Mrs. Charleston, I am really desperate here. I want my wife back. What do you think I should do? Your ideas are as good as mine, Christopher. I know just as much about Hope's recent business as my dog does. I'm sorry, I can't help you there. Perhaps you can think back to when she started to be on edge. Figure out for yourself what you did wrong. Chances are you probably did. Men never know, do they? Getting bothered by a busy and tired wife, tattling on her to her own mother. Now, something like this might be what has offended Hope. Don't you think? You have a point. I'm sorry. If fleeting woes like these is what you felt you had to convey to me, I would suggest not messaging me altogether. For a while. A piece of motherly advice. Pull yourself together, Christopher. Hey, babe. I was just calling to see when you might be coming home. It's really late.
I'm at the dinner, babe. We went over this morning, babe. I told you I was going out to dinner with my new coworkers. We are still eating, and there is going to be dessert. Also, it's only 11, babe. Take a chill pill, babe. I'm not a child, let alone your child.
All right, calm down. I am not overreacting. It is late, and I am worried about you. Do you need me to come pick you up once dinner is over? Let me know. I'd rather you not have to take the bus home this late.
I'm good. One of the teachers here will probably call an Uber. I'll just pool with them, or take the train back. I'll be fine.
Are you sure? I know how you can get uncomfortable with new people. It's really no trouble. I'll come get you.
Babe, I'm fine! Stop mothering me!
Okay. Be safe. I'll see you when I see you. Hey, hun. Are you held up at work again?
Oopsie, sorry. Did I forget to leave a note? I'm at dinner with the entire school board staff. The superintendent is even here. You know I had no say on this matter. I am the latest hire. I have to attend these things. This was a must. Your company has retreats and team building stuff too, right?
No, yeah, I get it. A note would have been nice, though. I have been worrying this whole time.
I know. I said I'm sorry. So anyway, I will be late. Don't wait up. Also, I won't be able to hear the phone ring, so maybe don't call again. I'll see you when I get home. Late.
All right. Be safe. Hello. Hi. Who is this? My name is Blake Tipton Jr. I am a senior at Westside High.
Are you Mrs. Cannon's husband?
Westside High. Yeah, that's my wife's school. Yes, my wife. She teaches math there. Why? You said you are a student of hers?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but your wife has been taken to the ER. I was going through Mrs. Cannon's phone to find her emergency contact to call them. She told me to do it.
Whoa, slow down. I don't understand what you are saying. What happened to my wife? Why was she taken to the ER? Is she alright?
I have no idea. She was fine one moment, and the next moment she fell, clutching her stomach. I can't do anything right now. They need you to come because you are her emergency contact. We are in the ER waiting area connected to the university hospital uptown.
Okay, I'll be right there. Hey, Blake. First of all, thank you for calling 911 for my wife. I don't think I said this properly amidst all the chaos at the doctor's office. But there was something that kept coming back to me that I can't quite wrap my head around. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
I would like to know why you were the one that called 911 for my wife. She had told me she was at a staff dinner. I have never heard of a teacher's staff dinner where undergrad students are invited, let alone allowed. They were at a bar. How would you even get in? And I would like to know why you called the 911 from a room of a roadside motel. I thought you might be able to tell me the answers to these questions before I got them from my wife.
I think it would be best for you to talk to Mrs. Cannon. I think it's better if you hear it from her.
You were clearly with her, though, right? So you must know. You must have seen or heard something. Why would it be better if I heard it from my wife? What would be better if I heard it from my wife?
I should have said, I don't want to be the one to tell you.
What?
I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done. Seriously, dude. You should talk to your wife. Let her tell you why she was at a roadside motel. Let her explain what her stomach pain was. I'm out. I've done my part. Don't text me back.
Hope, did you leave in a cab by yourself? The ER doctor told you should be admitted. At least overnight.
Oh yeah, that'll go over nicely at my new job. Hey, Mr. Principal. I've only been working here maybe 4 months, but I really need to use my paid time off to stay at some hospital for literally nothing. Of course I left. I called a cab and got the hell out of there before they could force me to stay. Would you want to be fired for something as stupid and unnecessary as being hospitalized for stomach cramps?
How are you being so righteous right now?
What do I have to be guilty for? I don't want to stay the night at a hospital.
The doctor told me what could have caused your stomach cramps. He said it is seen most commonly in patients who admitted to having very rough sexual intercourse. So, like a dummy, I asked the student who you were apparently with, and he basically told me to F off. His exact words were, "I'm done." He told me to ask you and get answers from you. He seems to think you will be better at explaining. Or covering something up, maybe. What do you have to say about this, Hope? Can you please tell me why you were taken to the ER from a motel? And why a student of yours was the one to call 911? You told me you were at a dinner with your co-workers.
Fine. If you have to hear it from me, here it is, Chris. It is exactly what this looks like. That's why I was at a motel with Blake. And that is why he called 911, and that is why I had to go to the hospital. Whatever inappropriate, sick, kinky thing this looks like to you, this is that. You happy now?
Are you out of your damn mind? Hope, he is a child. Not only did you have an affair, but you had an affair with a minor. That is a felony, Hope. What were you thinking?
That's just it. I wasn't thinking. Unlike with you, I didn't need to think about my feelings for Blake. I just felt it. Did you know love is supposed to do that? Because I didn't. I never felt the love for you, or from you, Chris. Love makes you stupid and blind. And that is what I have with Blake.
You are absolutely delusional. Where are you right now? Are you at home? Are you headed there?
Oh my god, Chris. I may be whatever you want to call me right now, but I'm not an idiot. Why would I go home? Straight back to my life with you? Now that the cat is out of the bag, I guess this is as good a time as any. I have been planning on leaving you, so it might as well be tonight. Don't call or text me anymore. I will send someone to collect my things sometime. Bye, Chris.
You knew all along, didn't you, Mrs. Charleston? Hello, Christopher. No what, dear? You knew all along that Hope was having an affair with one of her high school students. Oh. Wow. I'm gonna take that as an obvious yes. Is that why you told me to stop messaging you with stupid things last time? Because you were afraid you might let something slip? I'm sorry, Christopher. I truly am. But what can I do? What could I have done? I am still Hope's mother. Whoever she falls in love with, I cannot change her mind. And as her mother, I support her. It is my job. It always has been, you know. Whether I agree with her decisions or not is irrelevant. But Mrs. Charleston, a minor. She had an affair with a child. If you had any idea, any inkling about her having an affair with a minor, yes, you most definitely should have done everything you can to stop that. Unconditional motherly love and blind support does not apply here, Mrs. Charleston. You are an accomplice to a felony. Do you understand that? Don't you dare lecture me on motherhood, young man. Frankly speaking, yes, I should have stopped her from committing a felony. And perhaps I would have been more inclined to put an end to it if you were man enough to support my argument for such. But who are you? You come from nothing. You know Blake is the son of the CEO of Tipton Steel. Your grown man specs do not hold a candle anywhere remotely close to Blake's. And that is just considering your backgrounds. Do you know who the last cover model for Teen Magazine was? It was Blake. He is the whole package. Age was more than simply a number, in this case. Don't you agree? No mother would say no to her only daughter hitting the quite literal jackpot. Take your losses and go whine somewhere else, you petty child. So you've met him? You two have been introduced and all? I have met him, yes. I must say, I do wish Blake were a few years older. But at this point, what is done is done. I am Hope's mother, and I shall see her be happy. Above all else, don't make a fuss and just sign the divorce papers once they arrive. They are well on their way. Oh, I was never going to make a fuss about divorcing her. What good is a cheating, disloyal wife that I would want to keep her? But now that you've told me so much, I feel like I want to delve into this matter deeper. I will get to the bottom of this, one way or another. I will see this through. Thanks, Mrs. Charleston. This has been very informative. What are you playing at here, Christopher? Well, why don't you wait and see? Wow, you can really see how the students are very vocal about how you treated them during the 4 short months you were teaching there. All these documents in one place. So easy to paint a clear picture. Don't you agree, Hope?
What the hell, Chris? Oh my god, you are such a sore loser. This is a new low. Ugh, why can't you just be a real man and deal with it? I can't believe you posted those so publicly.
You're right, I could have manned up. But then, you know me. I come from a no-name family with basically no education. So I guess I just don't know how to be a real man. Then I realized, as a sad, lowly peasant, I have nothing to lose. I lost my wife, to a kid no less. Why not spend whatever energy I have in me to expose you, I thought. Your coworkers were pretty eager to tell me everything they knew as well. How you met your little boy toy, Blake.
My coworkers? You've been asking around about me to the people I work with?
Of course I did. I went down the list of your coworkers from principal to janitor. You know what was funny that I discovered? Not a single employee of Westside High School thought of you as friendly, or kind, or even approachable. What the hell have you been doing the past few months? I know all those staff meetings were a lie, but did you try at all to acclimate to your new job?
Christopher, what have you done to my daughter? You have ruined her reputation. Have you any idea how hard she worked to be a teacher? It was her childhood dream.
Why, yes, Mrs. Charleston. I am sure it was Little Hope's aspiration from a young age to become a teacher. I'm sure she foresaw herself shape other young minds by taking bribes from her students for better grades. Of course, the bribes I am referring to here is that of an exclusively sexual nature. I have no doubt that, from a young age, Hope has most certainly aspired to use her position as an authority figure to get what she wants. I even saw the midterm she graded. Props to you, Mr. Tipton Jr., for handing in a blank exam and getting a perfect score. Please read those documents I shared with you. It's all there. Signed by the chair of the BOE and everything.
God damn it, Mrs. Cannon. This is not what I signed up for, dude. What the hell am I gonna tell my mom, Hope? I mean, Mrs. Cannon. If everyone knows, there go my scholarships and scouts. Ugh.
Don't worry your little head just yet, Blakey. You still have time before the school has a parent-teacher conference about you. They can't make a hasty decision about a wealthy student such as yourself without pretense of a meeting. You know falsified grades is taken very, very seriously by the Board of Education, right? Somebody is going to prison for this. At least 3 years, I hear. But all in due time. The meeting will happen soon, and I hear it will happen quite publicly, too. I would love to see your prominent CEO father's comments on this matter. Man, have you guys messed with the wrong... I may not be a man, but oh, I sure am crazy.
Chris, I think you need to calm down. This is too much. I can see you're upset, and rightly so. But calm down and think about this. Please. Can we talk about it in person? I'll come to you.
Hope is right, Christopher. I understand you have every right to be angry right now. But this is unbecoming of you, especially to lose it in front of the child involved. You and Hope should really hash this out in person. Nah, I've held it in too long. I have always tried to be the peacemaker, quick to apologize for the sake of our relationship, rather than my own ego. But I can see that was a big part of why it has come to this point. My wife mistook my being docile for being a pushover. I will show you what vengeance I actually harbor. You will see and feel my revenge for as long as you live. I kinda like this unleashed side of me, don't you? Isn't this fun? Let me give you one last piece of friendly advice to you, Hope. Go have a fun, happy little life in prison with your boy toy and be sure to put a tight leash on him, because who knows where he will wander off to once he realizes you are nothing but an old hag. That is, if you get out of prison before you are 40. After that, my divorce was finalized smoothly, and things are settling back to my pre-marriage norm. The school board has made the easy and necessary decision of firing my ex-wife for her inappropriate behavior with a minor student and falsified grades she has been giving out in return for her favors. The Tiptons, Blake's parents, have filed a lawsuit against Hope, and while the investigations were ongoing, the police discovered more and more evidence of falsified school records elicited by Blake. He has now been indefinitely suspended from school, until yet another meeting has been conducted. There is no doubt that, even if he is tried as a minor, the things he has done will follow him into adulthood and haunt him for a long, long time. As for me, I have been concentrating on work since my divorce. All the money I saved up while I was in that boring marriage is now looking perfect as a down payment for a decent house. Or even for a car. Either way, I have things to look forward to, which is a great improvement. One good thing that came out of this ordeal is that I made a promise to myself that I will never let anyone walk all over me again, for their sake and my own. Here is to the start of my new chapter in life.
Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Kelly, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to make it to pick up Megan this afternoon. Can you go?
Why not? It's your turn, right? You can't just suddenly do this to me. I've already told my boss I can stay late tonight. I've got loads of deadlines looming. Today was the day to get on top of things here.
I'm really sorry. Something has come up at the factory. I'm the only one who can deal with it. The guy who usually fixes these kinds of things is away on sick leave. Can you go? Tell your boss you'll do it tomorrow?
It's easy for you to say. I have a whole team here relying on me. You'll have to figure something out. Call a cab? Dunno, it's your turn. You think of something.
You're the only one I can ask. Surely your team won't mind if you tell them it's your kid. Say she's got a fever or something.
Did you call your mother? She will help, won't she?
I thought about it, but it takes over an hour from their house. And in evening traffic, it might take longer. She'll say no. She's always got a convenient excuse. Last time, she said she had to help her friend move a dialysis machine up 6 flights of stairs because it was too big to take in the elevator. The time before that, it was assisting in an exorcism. How about your mom? Sometimes she's nowhere to be found. I did think of her, you know. I'm not a total idiot. I called her, but she didn't answer.
She's off on some religious retreat in the mountains. She's not even in town at the moment. I told you that.
Really? Is that the one where they all get naked and rub blue crystals all over their bodies? Or the one where they all get naked and reenact the Battle of Stalingrad?
The first one. And yes, the guru is in town and they've all gone up there for a week of naked yoga. Naked Pilates, naked lawn bowls. I think she drove up there naked too. Dad went last time but said he drew the line at naked dancing.
Gross. If only your dad still had his license. So what are we going to do? Can't you think of something? I just can't get out of this today. The boss has been on me a lot lately.
We? There is no we in this conversation. It's your turn. You'll just have to think of something.
There's no one to ask and I don't have enough money for a taxi.
Oh, okay, I'll go. Somehow you knew I'd cave, right? You're really putting me in a difficult position.
Really? Thank you. I owe you one. I'll tell the boss.
You owe me more than one. How many times have you done this? It's not fair to Megan or me. I can't just pack up and leave so easily. I can't break promises to my colleagues. You really need to stop this.
I know. I hate the way this happens. My boss doesn't give a damn about families. I asked him about work-life balance and he just gave me a blank stare and said, get back to work. But men and women are different, right? If I told my boss I needed to leave early to pick up my daughter, he'd tell me to get my wife to do it. It's women's work.
What?
No, that's what my boss would say. I don't think like that.
Well, yeah, maybe there are such old-fashioned people out there, but Megan is our daughter. It's the responsibility of both parents, right? Not just the mother. As it is, I have to apologize to my workmates, and I agreed to head in early tomorrow morning to make up for leaving early today. Luckily, they are all a nice and understanding bunch. Not like that dickhead you work for.
Yeah.
I'm begging you, please don't do this again, okay? You've got to make good on your promises.
I know. I'll try. Sorry. I don't plan for this to happen, you know. But it's not fair on you. I'll try, okay?
Right. If you understand, that's okay, I guess. The alternative is for one of us to stay at home until Megan is old enough to take the bus.
You know we can't afford that.
Oh, speaking of work, the boss is sending me to Memphis.
What? When? For how long?
Next month, he said. He wants me to cover the air pollution problems in the city. I could be away for a week.
A week?
That's what he said. There's a big environmental conference on, and I need to be there to get the real story. But I told him my family won't be able to handle me being away for a whole week. Will you?
Next month? For a week? Yeah, we'll be fine without you. It'll be great. Just Megan and me. We can have a camp out or something.
Really? You don't mind?
Yeah, no worries. We'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll tell the boss now. Are you really sure you'll be okay?
Yes, stop worrying.
It's just that you haven't been all that reliable in the past.
For God's sake, woman, we will be fine. How hard can it be? Drop off and pick up, right? Heat up breakfast and dinner. If we run into any trouble, I'll get Mom to come and stay.
Maybe you should ask her to come anyway. She's good with Megan, and you can ask her to cook a few meals. So, I'll let the boss know I'm available.
That's what I'm here for.
I've never been away for a week before. I worry like crazy when it's just overnight. I've never been away from Megan for that long.
Leave it to me. You've always done the lion's share of the housework and baby minding, but I am capable of doing it all too, you know. It'll be easy. A piece of cake.
Yeah.
And you've been away loads of times in the past. Did the house burn down? Did Megan fall down a well?
Well, no, but...
So you don't trust me? Is that what you're saying?
Today, for example, makes me worry. You suddenly can't pick Megan up from school. What else am I supposed to think?
Yeah, but next month we'll be fine. Just leave it to me. I'll tell my boss now that I'll be leaving on time when you are away. If I tell him early, he'll be less inclined to be a pain in the ass about it.
Please do.
Right.
I'll tell my boss I can go to Memphis and be there all week then.
Yeah, do that. Don't forget to pick Megan up. I'll be home about 8:30.
Okay, I'll get dinner ready. Don't work too late. See you at home. I'm leaving for Memphis. Make sure the house is in one piece when I get back.
Yeah. Have a good time. Drive safely.
Megan doesn't have anything special on this week. Just don't forget to drop her off and pick her up. And feed her. And make sure she washes her hair every second day. And don't let her stay up too late. And no devices. I bought those fish finger dinners she likes. They're in the freezer. And I made a big batch of chili con carne and froze it for you.
Yeah, okay. Jeez.
And I did all the washing.
Thanks.
I'm worried about you having to suddenly work overtime, though.
No, it's all taken care of. I told them I wouldn't be able to work past knockoff time this week. While you are away, I'm clocking out at 5:30 on the dot. And I've picked her up this month every time I was supposed to, right? I haven't missed a single time.
Yeah, but that goes without saying.
Yeah, but still.
No, it's been a great help. I've been able to concentrate and work the past month. Thanks.
See? If I put my mind to it, I can get stuff done. Now off you go. Keep your eyes on the road, not your phone.
Oh, and one more thing. Make sure Megan does her homework before bed. Help her do it. She's been failing math recently.
No problem. It's only second grade math. I think I can manage.
I think that's everything. I'm not forgetting anything, am I?
You worry too much. We are going to have a blast. Go on, try and enjoy.
Just make sure you don't have to suddenly put in overtime. Megan has to be priority number 1.
It's okay. I've told the boss. It's written in red on my time card just in case. We'll call you if we need you.
Oh, and don't forget to feed Mr. Pickles.
We won't. Megan feeds him every day. And I won't let her forget. Nothing has changed there. Sometimes I think she loves that bird more than her father. Get going. Hey, if you have a moment before you come back, can you pick up some cupcakes from Muddy's? Ever since you brought some back last time, they haven't been far from my mind.
Yeah, okay. If I have a moment on the last day. If you need help with anything, just call my mom, okay? She's closer than your mom, and she's always willing to help. She texted me this morning saying she'll be home this week and you shouldn't hesitate to ask.
All right. Jeez, that's enough. I got it. You'll worry yourself sick. Get going. Call and let us know when you arrive safely. You've got your mace, right? Memphis is pretty dangerous, especially after dark.
Now who's worrying too much?
Yeah, I guess we both are.
Right. See you in a week. Megan, How are you? Daddy said he'd taken you to the doctor after school today. Just a little sniffle? How's it going there with Daddy? I'm worried about you, so text me when you see this, okay? Mommy's working hard, but I'll be back in a couple of days. Mommy! You're awake? How are you? Daddy just told me you were asleep. Is everything okay?
Yep, fine. We have mac and cheese for dinner, then watch the Disney Channel for a while. Daddy said I could have ice cream.
Okay, that's good. I'll be home as soon as I can, okay?
Okay.
As long as you don't have a bad cough. There's a lot of that going around at the moment. Just get lots of rest and eat as much ice cream as you want. Just while you feel bad, though. So you don't have a fever anymore?
Nope, I feel fine.
Great! Mommy's so happy to hear that. Oh, sorry to make you type when you aren't feeling the best.
It's okay, Mommy.
Just text me if you want to chat. I'm not that busy, really. Just driving around with the station photographer, talking to a few famous people. I saw some nice horses.
I'm sleepy, Mommy.
Okay, good night. I'll text you tomorrow. Be good for Daddy and don't forget to feed Mr. Pickles. Bye.
Mommy, wait. Mr. Pickles is lying at the bottom of his cage. He looks dead.
What?
I was watching him on his little swing, and then he fell off. His feet are sticking up.
Where's your father?
Sorry for lying.
Lying? About what? Where is your father?
He hasn't come home from work yet. I think he's really busy. And Mommy, I don't really have a cold. I'm not really sick.
What the? How long has he been gone?
About 3 days? I don't know. Maybe.
3 days? But he texted me this afternoon saying you were at home sleeping. And you just said you watched the Disney Channel together.
Sorry, I was lying.
Why would you lie? Don't ever lie to your mother.
I didn't want Daddy to get in trouble. What should I do? Mr. Pickles is shaking his legs now. I poked him with a pencil, but I think he's dying. He's shaking so hard, I think he might hurt his wings. Should I take him to the vet?
Just hang on. I can't call right now. We are moving through tunnels, so Mommy's phone won't work properly. I'll call Grandma as soon as I can. I'll ask her to come and stay with you, okay? She'll know what to do with Mr. Pickles, too. I'll call you two as soon as I can.
Okay, Mommy.
I'm sorry about this, Megan. Be a good girl for a bit longer, okay? Grandma will be there soon. Just hang in there, okay? I'm sorry, Kelly. I'm really deeply, truly sorry. I was wrong. I messed up. Just please come home, will you? Please. How long are you going to stay there? Enough's enough. I get it. I really messed up this time. But you've been gone over a week. Come home already. There's no way in hell we are going back there. What makes you think we want to? I'll break up with the woman I'm seeing. I promise. I'll tell her it's over. I'll never see her again. Really? Yes, really. Give me another chance. Come on, Kelly. Megan needs her father. You've got to be joking. After what you did? Dream on. Megan needs a father, yes, but not some loser who leaves her alone for days on end. I'm begging you. Just give me one last chance. I don't plan on divorcing you. I never did. The thought never crossed my mind. You're a great wife and mother. Just come back and everything will be fine. If you didn't have any intention of getting divorced, why did you cheat on me? It doesn't make any sense. All we are to you is a family when it suits you. Wife and child at home when you feel like playing dad, but the rest of the time you just do as you please. That's not how it should be. And that's not how it's going to be. We don't need you. Do you really understand the full gravity of what you did?
Yes, really. Give me another chance. Come on, Kelly. Megan needs her father.
You didn't have to do anything outside the normal schedule. And yet you went off with your skank for days. What kind of person does that? You made her lie to me about being sick to cover for you. You told me you'd taken her to the hospital. How could you make her go through something like that? You're a psychopath. Only someone without emotions could do that sort of thing. It was all lies. That poor girl still loves her dad, so she was worried you'd get in trouble. But when the bird started to have convulsions, she gave in and texted me. Do you really think that is something I'm going to forgive and forget? There's no way we are going back. Ever.
I don't expect you to forget it. But maybe you could forgive me one day. But I really regret what happened. I was an idiot.
It's too late for regrets now. You just regret it didn't go as you wanted it. You would have been happy to have it continue. Regretting getting caught and regretting doing it aren't the same thing.
You tore all that's important. I realize that now. I'll do anything to get you back.
If we were so important, you wouldn't have messed around, would you? I don't even care about the other woman. What hurts the most is how you thought it was okay to leave Megan on her own. You didn't give any thought to how she would feel. Why did you leave her alone? Can you imagine the panic she must have felt? Her mom is away. Her father is nowhere to be found. She knew we would fight about it, so she lied to try and avoid it. She's more of an adult than you.
I tried to ask my mom, but she was busy.
No, that's not what happened. I asked her and she said you never contacted her. It's not in her interest to lie about something like that.
Yeah, right. Yes. She seemed busy, so I couldn't ask her.
Didn't you think you'd be found out if you just didn't come home? Megan is only a child, but she is perfectly capable of texting her mother. If that damn bird hadn't started having a seizure, she might not have texted me at all.
No, that's not it.
You didn't want your mother to know what was happening.
That's not it.
You could have asked my mother to come and look after Megan. I told you to do exactly that. She was closer. She even offered to stay for the week. You assured me everything would be fine. You said I worry too much and that you and Megan would have a great time together. You had options, but what did you do? Nothing. Did you know it's illegal in some states to do that? If we lived in Illinois, you would have broken the law. Not just the laws of common sense, but the actual state law.
She's 7, so I thought she'd be okay on her own for a while.
Not for days! The longest I've ever left her on her own was about an hour when I took my mother to hospital. And you called school and lied to say she was sick so you didn't have to pick her up. How selfish can you be? It's so ridiculous. Nobody would ever believe someone could be so thoughtless. There's no other way to say it. You are just a selfish pig. I can't let you see Megan again.
I'm sorry.
It's too late for apologies. I can't ever forgive you.
But I confessed everything. I showed you my phone records and deleted them in front of you. I told you about her. I haven't spoken to her since. I never will. I promise. All I can do is apologize. Can't we just start again? Can you at least acknowledge the fact that I showed remorse? I told you everything. I was being sincere. I didn't tell any more lies.
The reason I saw what was in your cell phone is because I took it from you. You weren't going to give that information up willingly, and you know it. Where's the sincerity in that?
Everything was happening so fast. I didn't know what was going on. I was confused. But I told you everything in the end. Right? No more lies, Kelly. I promise.
But you made Megan. How do you think she felt being torn between lying to me and lying for you? That kind of thing can be mentally scarring for children. We always taught her that lying was wrong and you should always tell the truth. And there you were asking her to tell lies. To her mother. And you're lying to her too. Daddy has to work, but don't tell Mommy he's not at home. You're a monster. When I called, you told me she had a cold and couldn't come to the phone. I can't believe a word you say.
She's a smart kid. I knew she would be okay on her own for a while. And I was right, wasn't I? Nothing happened. She was fine. We would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that damn bird.
Nothing happened. You were just lucky. What if she'd fallen or cut her finger or something? She's only 7. It's unconscionable that you would leave her for days on her own. When I told my parents, they were shocked. My father was about to drive over there and teach you a lesson. Megan heard him and calmed him down. You owe it to your daughter for trying to protect you again.
I'll never do it again. I promise. I'm so sorry. I wasn't even serious about the woman. It meant nothing.
That makes me even angrier. You'd risk destroying your marriage and family for something that doesn't mean a thing? You left your 7-year-old daughter alone for days because of a woman that didn't mean anything. What kind of piece of crap does that? You left Megan all alone. Do you have any idea, even just a tiny notion, of how dangerous that was? She was scared, so she left all the lights on.
So, if Megan forgives me, will you give it one last try?
This has nothing to do with whether she forgives you or not. That's between you two. I'm not living with a scumbag who leaves his daughter alone and goes off with some tramp.
She's not a tramp, she's a bank manager.
I don't give a damn! She's a homewrecker and a tramp.
I can't go through with divorce. I don't want to. I work hard every day for you two. You are everything to me. You're the reason I get up in the morning. If I can't share my life with you, I don't know if I can go on.
That's not how it seemed when you were off with some woman and Megan was at home. I can't trust anything you say. This was the final nail in a very long coffin. It's true some people stay together for the children, but I don't think it would work in our case. I have lost all trust in you. Anytime you were supposed to be looking after Megan, I would be going crazy worrying if you were actually with her or not. In the end, I wouldn't be able to focus on work and would be forever calling and making sure she was okay and not left on her own again by her deadbeat father. A kid raised in that environment might grow up with psychological problems. I won't let that happen to Megan. I have more than enough reasons to get divorced. This is just the last in a long line of things.
I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I mean it this time. I've never regretted something this much before. I swear this isn't like the last times. I'll take Megan to school. I'll pick her up every day, I promise. I'll never be late. I'll be early. I'll always be waiting outside the school. On time, every day. No more excuses. I'll do housework. I'll cook and clean. It's not fair to expect you to do it all. I realize that now. Give me a chance to show you. I can fold towels and sew on buttons. Please. What do you say? Hello? I'll learn to cook. Everything is on YouTube these days. I'll do everything. Just one more chance.
You've had so many last chances I've lost count. You were cheating on me when you suddenly couldn't pick Megan up too. It was all lies. All of it. I can never believe a word you say. You seem to lie for no reason at all. You lie even when the truth would make more sense.
I'll do whatever you say. You say jump and I say how high. I'm dead serious this time. I've reflected on what I did and asked the Lord for forgiveness.
And? What did the Lord say?
He granted forgiveness.
Huh. I'm not so easily swayed. I will never let you near her again. You couldn't be trusted last time, and the hundreds of times before that. We spoke a few more times after that, via text and, of course, on the phone. He finally gave up trying and agreed to a divorce. It took forever to get him to give up. In the end, my parents and even his parents joined me in trying to convince him I wouldn't let him have another chance. It was bad enough him cheating and lying, but what he did with our daughter left everyone speechless. But in the end, the divorce was finalized, and of course, I was granted full custody of Megan. This country of ours sometimes does some insane things, but at least in our case, the law was on my side. So Alex is now living on his own in the condo we bought together. Apparently, he's having a rough time at work, too. The day Megan told me he was missing, I called his office. When they heard he wasn't at home with a sick child like he had said, rumors began to circulate. The boss was furious he had lied to him. His parents disowned him too. The last time I spoke with his mother, she said he calls every other day, drunk and crying into the phone. But this was entirely his doing, so I don't feel one iota of sympathy or remorse. It damn well serves him right. He sometimes calls and talks to Megan, so I can't block his number, but I've warned him that anything he wants to say to me can go through my lawyer. So, Megan and I and an ever so slightly younger looking Mr. Pickles are happily back living with my parents. I taught the bird how to say Megan's name on the way back from the pet hospital, via the pet shop, and he sounds and looks just like the old Mr. Pickles. As for Megan herself, she's thrilled to be living with her grandparents. They spend a lot more time with her than her father ever did. Plus, I don't have to worry about whether or not they'll pick her up from school if they promise to do so. Alex never lifted a finger to help me with anything in the past. Now we all help out, so no one has to feel like they are doing more than everyone else. I've promised Megan that she'll never be left alone again. She really seems happier than she's ever been. She always was loved by her grandparents, and being the only grandchild means she's always the center of attention. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!